I'm David Barber from Commotion Internet Promotion and RockOnColorado.com. This is an episode in the music biz for Rock On Colorado, and today we're talking about social networking for bands. Okay, if you're in a band, you already know how important it is to promote yourself. You need to get your fans to your shows. You need to win over new fans. You need to sell your music and your t-shirts and whatever other merchandise you got. Now, the traditional methods still work great, you know. The new technology provides you with new tools. You can be a music geek and do it. It just takes time and effort. Just like everything in the music business, it's not rocket science. First off, you gotta make sure your band is pretty good. If your band sucks, it doesn't matter what you do, you're gonna struggle. You're not likely to get hugely popular on the social media if your band sucks. Now, by social networking, in case you have any question about it, we're talking about Facebook, Twitter, even MySpace, and a whole bunch of other stuff, YouTube. These sites change all the time. There's constantly new ones coming and going, and just expect that. Okay, when you watch this video a year from now, it might be a little outdated, but it's not going to be hard for you to figure out what are the new sites you need to be on. Just ask around, Google it. People will already be talking about it. You will have heard of it. Here's a few steps to get you rolling. First, you need to make profiles on all the big social networks out there, and a whole lot of the smaller ones too, but we'll get to that later. It's not hard to do, and I'm not going to go into detail on each and every one of these, or any of them actually. They're easy enough to do. You can figure it out yourself. If you can't figure it out yourself, Google it. There's step-by-step instructions out there for every one of these. Okay? Here's a list of the places you're going to want to go and set up a profile. Just to start: MySpace, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Last.fm, SoundCloud, Pure Volume, iLike, Reverb Nation, Vimeo, Jam Legend, Our Stage, and Wikipedia. You need to have a presence on every one of them. The labels and the media are now subscribing to services where they track all of that. It's like one company tracks all of your fans, all of your friends, all of your posts, how many times your songs are being played, and reports it in one little report, and they can see, oh look, this band's going up or this band's going down. Okay, you want to be going up. What are you going to need for your profiles? Before you get started, you're going to need a photo of the band. If you don't have one yet, use a logo. If you don't have one, make one. If you don't know how to make one, find a friend who's an artist and have them make you a logo or something. You know, it's not that hard to do. You also need a bio for the band. That's short for biography. It's about the band. Who's the band? What are your influences? What kind of music do you play? What kind of music you play is very important. You need to know your genre or genres. And there's another article on that on Rock On Colorado if you need it. You're also going to need to know, you're going to need contact info. You should probably have a bio for each individual band member. You're going to need 3 to 5 songs in MP3 format. Or again, Google that if you don't know how to do it. If you don't have anything recorded, you know, if you got a computer, you can make a recording. It's easy these days. If you play a gig, you can get a recording. Okay? If you have videos, put them on YouTube. Make a YouTube channel. That is really important. They're watching that too. Once you've got profiles on as many of these sites as you can get, you need to have friends and fans and things like that. So start with your real friends and your family and your co-workers and everybody in your phone. Start right there. Everybody you got an email address for, invite them. If they're not interested, that's okay. Let them go. But you need, you know, the email addresses are key because that's pretty much how everybody signs up for their social networking is with an email address. If you've got their email address, you can invite them. And so at every gig, you need to put out a sheet of paper, say, hey, sign up for our email list. and get as many people as you can that way. Hopefully, people who really like you, they're going to tell their friends, and people will just swarm to your profile. But, even if that's happening, you need to keep it building. Once you've got that rolling, you need to post things. You need to post, first and foremost, you want to post your gigs. Say, hey, we're playing at whatever club on Friday night. You want to post that as soon as you book the gig, and then a reminder, maybe a week out, a couple days out, and the day of. Say, hey, don't forget, we're playing tonight, 9 o'clock, wherever. Okay, and then the next day, you post, hey, thanks to all our friends and fans who came out to see us last night. It's a polite thing to do. And it also gives those people an opportunity to go, hey, look, here's some photos or a video from the show last night, or you guys really rocked, wow, that was cool. And all their friends see that, okay? You want to give them that opportunity. Furthermore, in addition to news, somebody in the band needs to be assigned to respond, okay? If somebody posts on your profile or on your wall or wherever, hey, will you guys ever play Pennsylvania? Somebody needs to post that and say, well, sure, we'd like to, but we can't right now because of. Or, yeah, we're trying to book gigs there right now, or whatever the answer is. Whatever question about the music or personal, like, are you guys married, or whatever, answer it. Be polite. Try not to piss them off, okay? This is really important. You start pissing off your fans, you start losing fans, your social networking fails, okay? Hopefully somebody in the band is sociable and friendly and outgoing and likes to do this kind of stuff anyway. And if not, or if the band's just so darn busy gigging that you don't have time, recruit a fan, a friend, a family member. If you've got somebody who's a wannabe band manager, start them out with that. If they can't handle the social networking, don't give them anything else, right? Start them with that. If they can handle that, then let them move up. You can make life easier on yourself. There are tools out there like TweetDeck that allow you to post simultaneously to Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, and God knows what they're going to add by the time you see this. To be able to post to all those places at once with one posting instead of 3 different logins and posts and stuff, that's awesome. And you can monitor the feeds on all of those as well, so that if somebody responds, you can do it all through one spot. Do that as much as possible. It'll save you some time. Reverb Nation has some really cool widgets that you set up on Reverb Nation, and then for example, they've got a widget that you can put on your website. And yes, you need a website too. You do. Because these social network platforms, they may come and go. Chances are they will. MySpace is in dramatic decline compared to a few years ago, and it may be gone sooner or later. So you need your own real website that you own, just in case all these other things vanish. So anyway, Reverb Nation has a widget so that when you put your gigs on Reverb Nation, wherever this widget is, those gigs show up too. So you put it on your website, instead of having to pay your web guy to update it for you, your widget automatically shows your upcoming gigs. Okay? They've got other tools like that. I really like Reverb Nation, but not to diss any of the other social networking sites, because they're all pretty cool. And a lot of them have widgets and tools. You want to make these band profiles, not personal profiles, wherever possible. That way, if you personally want to rant about something, you can do it on your personal profile, but the band one is more about band business and fans and things like that. Try to keep it more or less professional, right? There's a whole lot more on this topic at rockoncolorado.com. Just click on the music biz. Thanks. I'm David Barber.